Hello everyone and welcome back to Belgrade in Serbia. This video is very much an extension to the last video. I want to talk about a couple of things that I mentioned briefly in that video and expand on them. First of all, it is Friday the 26th of July right now. I'm relaxing on my strange, straw, uncomfortable seat and my back is killing me. And it's so hot in Serbia right now. Europe in summer is a nightmare. But anyway, I've done videos in the past talking about how I have afforded or how I've been able to afford to travel for the last 3 years, and also I did another video where I did a breakdown of my income. That was back in Japan about 2 years ago. But there's one thing that I have never talked about, which is the hustle. The need to continuously look for opportunities for an income, if you know what I mean, or for additional incomes. So that's what I want to go through in this, and I also want to go into more detail in terms of what I'm going to be doing over the summer during my summer break. So with YouTube, it's not just about Google AdSense in terms of earning money. There are things such as sponsorships, brand deals. I've done a few sponsorships before with italki, and I did one with a travel company once for additional income. Let's face it, I need to earn money, and Google AdSense does not pay very much. And in addition to that, things that just come up here and there, they might be from when people email you. You might actually approach people yourself, a bit like when I did the tours in Colombia. I did videos with them, got it for free. So, I may not be making money, but I'm saving money. Also things like, making sure I have an Airbnb affiliate link, a Revolut affiliate link, things like that. They're all down in the description, by the way, where I can make additional money or save money. On top of that, there are bigger things that I want to look at, So for me, YouTube is not the be all and end all. It's not my largest income. italki is. And I've got to face facts. YouTube is never going to be huge. I'm never going to have 100,000 subscribers, 200,000 subscribers, getting 100,000 views on every video, because I do not fit the mold for YouTube. I'm not this young 20-year-old American couple that is fake as F-U-C-K. I don't bullshit. I'm honest, and YouTube doesn't like that. So I'm never going to be like at that level of some other channels, and I'm fine with that, because I don't want it to be all-consuming. There were times in San Luis Potosí when videos went crazy and I would be up until 3 o'clock in the morning replying to comments. And I don't want my life to be like that. YouTube is a small part of my life, and I want it to remain to be a small part of my life. So anyone who says, oh, don't worry, your channel will grow soon, I don't care. It's a small part of my life. So with YouTube and other things, I need to be thinking about what I'm going to do in the future to accompany YouTube. So one of those first things is writing an ebook. What? You may be thinking? So on my channel there is a playlist about teaching English online, which is effectively like a guide for people looking to become teachers with italki, or in general teaching English online. And the amount of questions I get, the amount of emails I get are through the roof in comparison to things like Mexico videos, And one person, who I can't remember the name of, I apologise if you're watching, suggested a few months ago that I put that content into an ebook and sell it. So effectively, I'll have to put the work in to write the book, but then it's effectively passive income after that. And I think that's a great idea, because the content is already there. I just need to translate that into written form and maybe change a few things so that it fits a written format. So that's something I'm going to be doing over the summer. It's going to be a lot of work, but I think it will be beneficial in the long run, at least I hope. The second thing I am looking at doing is setting up a teaching website. So those of you that teach online, or you may not know this if you're not an online teacher, when you teach with a company like italki, they take 15% of your earnings for every lesson you do. And it's just ridiculous. And there have been many changes on italki this year that many teachers are really annoyed with. And I've always wanted to set up my own website. So one which effectively works like italki, so my regular students, which I already have, can book lessons on that website, pay me directly by PayPal, and I don't have to pay commission to anyone. The issue is around, how do I find new students? That's something I will have to explore. But also, it's going to increase my earnings. It's hopefully going to open another channel, because what I would like to do is get other teachers to set up profiles on that website, and when they do lessons I get the commission for it. So again, it's kind of passive income. The third thing I want to do is about a blog. Okay, so many people do say in comments, I have a face for radio. I have a face for a blog. I'm not this sexy 20-year-old, as I said earlier. You know, I don't have big boobs that I can put in a thumbnail and all that crap. So I've always wanted to write a blog. As I said, I don't think it's going to be something that's going to replace YouTube. I think YouTube will always be there. Like I said in the previous video, you know, once a week video is great, and you know, the time that I would have been filming other videos, I can write blog posts. So that's another thought I've had that I would really like to do. I like writing. I've always liked writing since I was younger. I would like to hope that I have a good grasp of vocabulary and grammar as I teach English. So I'm thinking it will be a good thing for me to do in future. So that's the 3 things I am going to be focusing on over the summer. All right. So exciting stuff. You know, it's very important when you travel full time that you don't just keep things stale and the same. You know, you have to think about the future and developing what you do. There's also other things, you know, I mentioned about like sponsorships and deals and stuff. I'm permanently looking for those things. So that's one thing that you don't really see. You know, if a company contacts me and it's a relevant product, then yeah, I might work with them. And the thing that I will say about that though is I have had many companies contact me in the past about, you know, can you advertise this bag or rucksack or whatever on your channel? And I'll be like, okay, well, how much are you going to pay me? Nothing. You'll just get a free product. No, it doesn't work that way. If you're a company and you are advertising a product through mainstream advertising channels and marketing, you don't get it for free, you know. So why would it be the same for a YouTuber? You know, I am advertising a product to potentially thousands of people. Why would I do it for free? I want to get paid for it. Simple as that. So you have to be very selective about these things. Don't just accept any old email that comes. You know, I get ones about like emoji t-shirts and Japanese subscription boxes. Yeah, I did a lot of videos in Japan, but I haven't been there for 2 years. It's not going to be relevant now. And those companies aren't prepared to pay. So, you know, I'm not a charity. But, you know, there are some, and I've actually got one in progress at the moment that is a paid opportunity and is extremely relevant to this channel. So I'm looking forward to doing that in the future. And, you know, what I was going to say, the general gist of this video is the fact that, you know, yes, I'm lucky to have, I'm fortunate to have stable incomes in terms of I talk on YouTube and Patreon and Roku. I have my videos on that as well. And I have money owed to me from the people in the UK that's still coming back like 5 years later. So I'm quite fortunate in that respect, but I have to think about the future and think that, you know, YouTube could completely die. I mean, it's pretty dead anyway at the moment. You know, my italki lessons could drop massively. So I need to have other things in the pipeline, you know, as potential opportunities. So for those of you that are thinking about living this lifestyle, you know, that's something that you do have to think about. It isn't just about, you know, going to that beach and getting that Instagram shot. It's not about just filming this video and having thousands of views. It's tough. It's a struggle. It's effectively like running your own business. And that's what I'm doing. So and as a business owner, you are always looking for new opportunities. So I hope that clears up a few things and gives you a bit more of an insight into what I actually do. And for those of you that are looking to live this life, it's a bit of real talk, you know, a bit of realism in terms of what it's really like. You don't just get given money left, right and centre, you have to earn it. And actually, now I probably work more than I did when I had a traditional job back in the UK 3 years ago. So it's not all, you know, kittens and bunnies and sunflowers. It's fucking hard. You know what I mean? But, you know, if you can get out there and demonstrate that you're open to these opportunities and be innovative and be inventive with what you're doing and think about broadening your horizons and talents and expertise, then you can be successful. I'm still doing it. I may not be a huge YouTuber or whatever, but who cares? That's not the be all and end all of life. So that is this video done. The hustle, the hustle, the hustle. I will keep hustling until I see you in the next video, which will be a Belgrade one. Lovely. Hvala, do widzenia. Once again, I'm getting good at this Serbian. Boom. I'll catch you later.